Hey everyone, my name is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking you to my country, Colombia, straight into the heart of Boyacá, the lands of mountains, traditions and an amazing variety of food. And guess what? I'm going to share you one of my family's most important and traditional dishes, the soup of ruyas. To start, we first have to know the story behind this soup. This dish originates from the Andean highlands of Boyacá. Life in this region has long been centered on farming, the cold weather, and the family. Ruyas come from the shell ears from white corn. It's also cooked in a large quantities to share with all the family and with the workers of the land. Actually, I asked my mom from Boyacá what these soups means in our family, and she told me that these recipes remind her of her mom and her sister when they used to cook together and making the dough and having a lot of fun. And plus making this as a family made it much more delicious. Let's go ahead with the ingredients. For the recipe, we will need broad beans, white corn, potatoes, peas, flour, beef ribs, long onion, garlic, and salt. First, in a pot, put the beef rib, water, salt, onion, and garlic for half an hour. Then the white corn is added to the meat broth. We season the broth with a little pinch of salt, and finally we cover up. In a bowl, we add the flour, salt, a little bit of color, half of Maggi broth, and finally add baking powder to give it softness. Then add a little warm beef broth and knead until the dough is smooth. Now let it rest until 5 minutes have passed. After waiting 5 minutes, we have to flatten the dough. When it's ready, cut it into strips and let it rest. After a few minutes, add the peas and the beans to the broth. Now we cover our hands with flour and begin to make the rolls, a kind of pasta, making thin strips. Once we have them all, we will rub them up, cut them into pieces and add them to the pot with the potatoes. We will let them boil for 10 minutes. After some time, a thickening agent made from flour and water is added to the soup to give the dish texture, leaving it to boil for a while. After making this dish, I wanted to tell you guys that this is not just food. It represents a whole story of culture, traditions, and memories shared within a family, and a lot of love served in just one bowl. Making this soup made us more united. The stories around the table and the participation of all members made it more special, keeping the identity of Boyacá strong. It's humble but powerful. It's the taste of home in every spoon. So guys, if you ever come here to Colombia, please don't leave without trying the soup of ruyas in Boyacá. Trust me, it's warm, delicious, and it's going to steal and melt your heart. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, to share, and tell me here in the comments what traditional food represents your family. See you next time, and remember that the food is the best way to travel around the world. See you next time, guys. I love you. Guys, before ending this video, I wanted to tell you that unfortunately this dish is among the traditional recipes at risk because it's hardly prepared anymore, especially the peeled corn ruyas, as elaboration demands time, effort, and expertise. With modern lifestyles and people moving away from traditional cooking, fewer families prepare it nowadays. But every time we cook it, every time we share it at table, we are keeping alive not just a recipe but a whole cultural memory. That's why it's so important to protect this tradition, because food it's not only about eating, it's about identity, family and history. So let's keep this soup of ruyas alive, one bowl at a time.